All right, welcome back. So today, we're going to talk about something that is a massive headache for pretty much anyone who creates content online. You know that horrible gap between finishing your writing and actually getting it published? We're going to dive into a tool that's designed to fix that once and for all. Let's get into it. So let me just ask you this. Does this whole chaotic process feel familiar? I mean, that feeling when you've poured all your energy into writing something great, and you think you're done, but it turns out the real fight is just about to start. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You craft this beautiful article in Google Docs. Everything looks perfect. The headings, the images, the bullet points, it's a work of art. Then you copy it over to WordPress, and it's a disaster. Images are gone, lists are a mess, the formatting is just broken. What should have taken 2 minutes is now going to be an hour-long, soul-crushing cleanup job. But what if you could just skip that entire nightmare? What if that whole cycle could just vanish? Well, that's the big promise behind the tool we're looking at today. It's called Tenwrite. So what is it exactly? Well, the definition is super clear and to the point. Tenwrite is a platform that bridges the gap between Google Docs and your website, whether that's on WordPress or Blogger. And its number one job? To make sure your formatting stays perfect. No more fixing, no more re-uploading. The idea is simple. What you see in the doc is exactly what you get on your site. And here's a look at how it pulls that off. This isn't just some fancy copy and paste tool. We're talking about features that give you complete control. You can manage your tags, your categories, even your URL slugs. Plus, it can handle scheduling and publishing a ton of articles at once. It's really about taking back your entire publishing workflow. Okay, so how does it actually work? Well, Tenwrite gets that not everyone has the same needs, so it offers 3 different ways to publish your content, which is pretty cool. It's designed to handle everything from one super important article to a huge automated content push. And this slide really nails the core choice you have. On one side, you've got the hands-on, super detailed control of a manual export. That's for when you need to get every little thing just right. On the other side, pure automation. This is your set it and forget it option for insane speed and efficiency when you're working with a lot of content. Let's start with the manual export. This is your go-to for, that one massive pillar post or a big announcement. You've got your Google Doc, you pop open the Tenwrite add-on, you fine-tune every single setting yourself, and then you hit publish. It's simple, it's direct, and you have total control. But this is where the magic really starts to happen. Automation. With the Drive automation feature, all you have to do is share a Google Drive folder with Tenwrite. That's it. From then on, any new doc you drop in there or any doc you edit just gets published or updated on your site automatically. It's honestly perfect for teams or anyone on a consistent content schedule. But for the real power users, the people who need to publish at a massive scale, there's sheet automation. Now, it sounds complicated, but it's actually broken down into just 3 simple steps. You make a Google Sheet with all your content info, share that sheet, set it up one time, and then you just let it do its thing. And the impact of this is just huge. Seriously, think about it. You could turn a basic spreadsheet into hundreds of unique, perfectly formatted blog posts. If you're doing anything with programmatic SEO or migrating a huge amount of content, this isn't just a time saver, it's a total game changer. Okay, automation is awesome, but what about control? I mean, what if you want that speed, but you still need to set the specific tags or the category for each post? Well, this is where Tenwrite gets really, really smart. The answer is something they call the front matter system. And the idea is kind of brilliant. Basically, the control panel for your blog post lives right inside the Google Doc itself, just in a little table at the top. You never have to leave your document to manage all the publishing details. And here's what that actually looks like. It's just a simple 2-column table. You can see right here how easy it is to set things like the URL slug, the status, maybe you want it to be a draft, the tags, the categories. You just type it in. Tenwrite reads this table and applies all those settings for you. It's complete metadata control, and you never even have to look at the WordPress dashboard. Now, of course, the amount of control you get depends a bit on the platform you're using. This table gives you a really quick comparison. As you can see, WordPress has way more options. It supports pages, excerpts, custom slugs, the whole shebang. Blogger is a bit more streamlined, focusing on posts and labels. So we've looked at the features, we've looked at the different ways to publish, but let's zoom out for a second. What does a tool like this actually make possible? How does it fundamentally change the way you work with content? And this is where it all comes together. Imagine moving an entire website's worth of content from docs to WordPress without a single formatting issue, or setting up a workflow for your team where a writer finishing a doc automatically sends it to an editor. You could even use it to publish the same article across multiple websites. It's about building efficient systems, not just posting articles one by one. And these automated systems just run. They run like clockwork. To really hit home that set it and forget it vibe, check out this little detail. 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, the automations are scanning for new or updated content to publish. You just have to focus on writing. The system handles the rest. It's pretty amazing. So here's the big takeaway. When you look at all these pieces together, the automation, the front matter, the different publishing methods, it becomes obvious that Tenwrite is trying to be so much more than just a formatting tool. It's really positioning itself as a full-blown workflow automation engine that's built to destroy the biggest bottleneck in content creation. And that really brings us to the final, and maybe the most important question of all. If you could get back all those hours you waste copying, pasting, and fixing, what would you actually do at that time? What new ideas, what new projects, what amazing new content would you finally have the space to create?